Hi, I'm Dennis Gonzalez with theScore eSports here, day 2 of the Summit 4, and with me is Fear from Evil Geniuses. How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Before we get into the analysis, how did you guys feel going into the matchup? I know PPD had pretty bold prediction, I'd say. But how did you feel?
I mean, DC normally, we scrimmed against them a lot, had really good success, so we're really confident, but everyone still really wanted to win because there's a little rivalry there. We have Aoi there. Bulbo's also our coach, even at the major, so they know us really well, so we knew it was going to be like a tough match at least.
Did the factor of 1437 coming into the lineup throw you guys off your game?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I don't think we really worry about who plays on for what team too much. Like, he's a great player and a great addition to the team, and I think they're getting better as well.
In Game 1, DC prioritized the gyrocopter as the first pick. Can you walk me through the draft?
Oh, if I can remember, it was a while ago. My draft memory isn't the greatest, but I believe I forgot what we picked first, but they took Undying and then Gyro right away. And then we had like a Night Stalker, and I believe we first picked, what did we first pick that game? Don't remember, but we kind of knew from the get-go that they were kind of 5-man pretty hard. And ideally I wanted to play the Night Stalker, but we needed more D-push, so I had to like go on the Wyvern in the last second. So I felt like we got pretty outpicked that game because we weren't sure what we wanted to do exactly as a draft. So, I mean, they had a really good draft, and they just kind of owned us that game.
Yeah, it seemed like towards the late game, they were keeping up the pressure on you guys, and you guys kind of felt it. If you could replay that game, was there anything that you would do differently?
I probably would have just drafted differently, I suppose. I don't think anyone was really too happy with our draft that game.
How was the team environment after that loss? I know you guys were probably expecting a win in the first game.
Oh, we're actually used to losing our first game of the day, honestly, especially on LAN. We lose a lot, like first game especially, usually first series. So the fact that we came out of the series like winning was really great. But we just talked about what went wrong and just solved what we thought was wrong that game and moved on to the next.
In Game 1, you guys kind of played a bit of standard Dota. Game 2, you guys picked up a pretty interesting draft. Can you talk about that?
Oh, we just thought it'd be pretty good against their heroes. They picked a lot of, we just wanted to fight them head on, and we've never practiced that before, not even once, but it could work, and we just picked it, and it worked out.
The 2 Gloves of Haste picked up by RTZ, was that intentional, or?
I mean, I'm sure it was. Like,
Okay.
I sure just wanted the attack speed.
Okay.
So I guess so.
Okay. In one of the Roche takes, you ended up giving the Aegis to Universe, and I think it was right after he picked up an Aghanim Scepter. Could you talk about that strategy?
Basically, we realized their strat was like Doom almost never goes Ags anymore, but Ags disables Abaddon's ultimate. So he was just looking for the Abaddon fights, dooming him and killing him when he couldn't get any spells or his ult off. So we're like, all right, we'll just give it to Abaddon. He can doom him still. It doesn't matter. He has an Aegis now, and he'll just come back. He was just the best Aegis target that we could have that game.
In Game 3, during the draft, DC last picked Bulba's signature Clockwork. Were you guys expecting that, or were you surprised, or?
Oh, it was fairly obvious. Like, it was either going to be Tusk or they were just going to run Bulba on Clock. That's what we figured. There wasn't too many offlane heroes left, so yeah, it was kind of, we saw it coming, basically.
And you weren't worried?
Oh, no, not worried too much. We had plans for it.
It was a pretty back-and-forth series. How did you guys feel during the game?
Oh, we thought it was really close. We thought we were ahead in a lot of the games, and then sometimes we made an error, and they came back into it, so it made the games really entertaining, but luckily we were able to take it in the end.
When did you guys feel that you guys had it in the bag?
Oh, honestly, we wiped them a couple times on the third game, and I thought, the game was pretty good, and then they snuck a Roche fight, and then they killed us, and I was a little bit worried again, and then just all the team fights, we just were really one-sided that game, so when we won the second fight after they got the Aegis, we felt pretty in control, and we got the last Aegis ourselves.
Crit was a bit worried that RTZ went Scotty into a heart and felt that he had no damage, but you guys, was that the plan the whole time?
I mean, I don't think that's a problem when you have a secondary damage dealer like Shadow Fiend. all he needed to do was just tank up and not die to gyrocopter spells and flat cannon.
Well, I won't take too much of your time anymore.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.